This video will show you how team sharing works for members of the same team in NutriAdmin when you're using a lock strategy. So what this means is if you go to your NutriAdmin for Business dashboard and you go to settings, there is two different strategies for sharing documents. So the one of them is only the owner of a document can edit it. So if you have two people in a team, everybody can see each other's documents, but you can only add the documents that you've created yourself, and you can transfer documents to your teammate. So this is particularly useful if you have an organization with many nutritionists or many dietitians, and they each have their own separate client records, and this prevents someone from accidentally modifying somebody else's client record. And if you have a smaller organization, or if you're using multiple accounts yourself, or if you have a personal assistant or another person in the team that is editing the same documents as yourself, then you can choose lock documents when editing and save changes. And what this means is that I'm going to demonstrate with an example. I have here two windows. One of them is opening Google Chrome with a user called Diego, and another window is opening Safari with a user called Magda. They're members of the same team. So because now I have a lock strategy, and what's going to happen is that when Magda goes to clients, Magda can edit any of these records. So this is Magda user, and I'm going to open a record created by Diego. So this is a record created by my teammate. So if I open this, I'm going to be able to edit anything I want. I can change the name, for example, edited by Magda, save changes, and this is going to work. And if I refresh the page, I can show that the changes were persisted. There we are, edited by Magda. But now, what happens if Diego wants to simultaneously edit the same client record? Well, if we go to clients and we click on example 2, which is the same record as Magda, now Diego will get this warning, even though this is Diego's created document. The warning says, this client record is currently locked by a teammate, so it's being edited by Magda. This means that someone in your team is currently editing this document, and you will not be able to edit or save changes. So now, if I make any changes and I try to save, I'm going to get an error message. And this basically is to prevent two people simultaneously editing the same client record. Because if both Diego and Magda are editing the same client record, for example, Magda adds a lot of data for questionnaires, and Diego adds a lot of data for private notes, what's going to happen is that when one of them saves the changes, it's going to override the changes of the other, which would be a problem. So in order to prevent this, simply only one person can edit the same client record at a time. And most of the time when you are a team and you're working with this lock strategy, you will be able to just edit anything as you please, no matter who created it. And if you happen to click on the same document that somebody else clicked at the same time, like for example this report, and now Magda goes back to click on the same report, now Magda gets the warning. And this is going to happen for meal plans, recipes, and anything. So in summary, you can be sure that all the data, you can edit anything with this strategy, and you will only have to be careful when you see this message, this warning, which is red and is visible. Then when you see this, you know that, okay, I have to wait for my teammate to finish working on this document before I can do it. I can work on it myself. So now when Diego leaves the report, and now Magda refreshes the page, now this warning is gone because Diego is no longer working on the report. And now I can make some changes in here. Making changes, save. There we go. And if Diego now goes back to the same report, now Diego gets the warning because Magda is in the report. And now Diego also sees this edit that Magda has made. So as you can see, everything is synchronized. And there is these safeguards so that you will not accidentally overwrite your teammates' data. So that's how team sharing works. And if you have any questions about the system, you can always write us an email or use this have a question box, and we'll be able to help out. Thanks for watching.